Okay children, let's learn about some special types of quadrilaterals. First of all of you know what a quadrilateral is. It is a four-sided closed figure that you have already learnt about it. Now we are going to talk about some special types of quadrilaterals. They are parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, square, trapezium and a kite. I hope you all have heard the names of all these quadrilaterals. Okay, now let us learn about little more detail about these quadrilaterals. First one is a parallelogram. Now, what is a parallelogram? When you look at the name of this figure, this is known as parallelogram. So, parallel means a quadrilateral in which the opposite sides are parallel. That is known as a parallelogram. Suppose I name this parallelogram as ABCD. So now, what are the basic properties of this parallelogram? I can say opposite sides are parallel, means AB is parallel to CD. I have put single arrow on these two lines, it means these two are parallel lines. Similarly, I will put double arrow on these two, it means that these two are parallel to each other. How do we write parallel? Like AB is parallel to DC and AD is parallel to BC. This is the first property of a parallelogram. Second is that opposite sides are equal. Now how will I mark equal sides here? I will mark it with a single stroke and a double stroke. So AB is equal to DC and AD is equal to BC. So what will I write? The opposite sides are equal. Okay? And the third point is that, what is the third point in this? We say that the opposite angles, if you look at the angle, this is angle A, this is angle C, they are equal, and angle B is opposite to angle D, they are also equal. So it means angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D. So opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Then there is one more property, that is about the diagonals. Suppose I join the opposite vertices B and D, it will become a diagonal. Similarly, if I join A and C, it will also become a diagonal. And suppose that they both meet each other at the point O. Then we can say that the diagonals AC and BD bisect each other. Bisect. What is the meaning of bisect each other? Bisect means that AO is equal to OC, DO is equal to OB. That is the meaning of bisect each other. Okay. So these are some of the properties of a parallelogram. Now the next figure is a rectangle. What is a rectangle? A rectangle is, now the second figure I am talking about is a rectangle. Rectangle is also a special type of a quadrilateral. So suppose if I draw a rectangle, what are the special properties of a rectangle? The properties of a rectangle are, suppose let me name it as ABCD. So again, rectangle has got all the properties of a parallelogram. All the properties of a parallelogram are present in a rectangle. So what were the properties? Opposite sides are parallel. AB is parallel to DC and AD is parallel to BC. Opposite sides are parallel. Similarly, the opposite sides are equal. This is what we had learnt in a parallelogram. Third thing that we had learnt in a parallelogram was that opposite angles are equal. That means A is equal to C and B is equal to D. But what do you see in a rectangle? There is a slight difference, and the difference is that in this case opposite angles are definitely equal, but in fact all four angles are equal. The adjacent angles are also equal. So there is a slight change in this property. Here instead of opposite angles we can say all four angles are equal and they are equal to 90 degrees. Then we talk about the diagonals. The diagonals of a rectangle, they also bisect each other. What is the meaning of bisect? AO is equal to OC and BO is equal to OD. So now let us mark these properties in the figure. AO is equal to OC and BO is equal to OD. Also, there is one more extra property in a rectangle, and that is that both the diagonals are equal. Diagonals are equal in a rectangle, whereas diagonals are not equal in a parallelogram. Now the third figure. So have you understood all the properties? Now when I say the diagonals are equal, so AC and BD are equal, and moreover when I am saying AO is equal to OC, BO is equal to OD, it means when I say AO is equal to OC, that means O is the midpoint of AC. That means AO is equal to half of AC. Similarly, OC is equal to half of AC. Similarly, when I say BO is equal to OD, it means O is the midpoint of BD. That means OB is half of BD and OD is half of BD. Moreover, we know that AC and BD are equal because they are the diagonals of a rectangle and the diagonals of a rectangle are equal. So if AC and BD are equal, can I say half of AC will be equal to half of BD? Right? So that means AO, OC are equal to OB and OD. Okay, because the AO and OC both are half of AC, BO and OD both are half of BD. That means half of AC and half of BD are equal. That means I can say AO is equal to OC is equal to OB is equal to OD in case of a rectangle. Now coming over to the next figure, that is your rhombus. Now what is a rhombus? Third figure I'll start with is a rhombus. Rhombus is also a special type of a parallelogram in which, now what properties do we have in a rhombus? Let us see that. Does it look like a parallelogram? Yes, it does look like a parallelogram. Now what are the properties? See, all these figures which I am talking about, I talked about rectangle, now rhombus, they all have the properties of parallelogram. All the properties of a parallelogram are present in a rhombus. So let's name this as ABCD. What are the properties of a rhombus? Opposite sides are parallel. That means AB parallel to DC, AD parallel to BC. Then we have opposite sides are equal. These are the properties of a parallelogram. Third property of a parallelogram was that opposite angles are also equal. So here also opposite angles are equal and the diagonals bisect each other. That means again AO is equal to OC, DO is equal to OB. So the diagonals bisect each other in a rhombus, but the diagonals are not equal. But there is another property of a diagonal which is not there in a rectangle. Here the diagonals are not equal, but the diagonals are perpendicular to each other. The angle which is formed between the diagonals is of 90 degrees. Okay, so later on we will just recall all the properties of all the figures. So right now, first 2-3 properties are same in all the figures. opposite sides equal, opposite sides parallel, opposite angles equal, diagonals bisect each other. What is the extra property of diagonals in a rectangle? That the diagonals are equal. In a rhombus, the extra property of diagonals is that the diagonals are perpendicular. Okay. And one more extra property in rhombus is there, that here all four sides are equal. In the beginning we said opposite sides are equal. Yes, that is very much there, opposite sides are equal. But here what is the extra property? That all four sides are equal in a rhombus. Now coming over to the fourth figure, that is a square. Now square is having maximum number of properties. Suppose I draw a square. Here you can see again all the properties of a parallelogram are present here in a square. Opposite sides are parallel. Can we ever say all sides are parallel? No. Only opposite sides can be parallel. Then opposite sides are equal, but again as in case of a rhombus and square also, all four sides are equal. Then opposite angles are equal, and what is additional here? That all four angles are equal. So opposite to equal hai, but all four angles are also equal and all are equal to 90 degrees. Then what is the property of a parallelogram? That the diagonals bisect each other. So bisecting each other means AO is equal to OC, OB is equal to OD. But one more extra property of diagonals is there, and that is the diagonals are equal. And one more extra property is there about the diagonals, that the diagonals are perpendicular. They are perpendicular to each other, right? Perpendicular means here the angle between them is 90 degrees, and the diagonals are equal. That means AO is equal to OB is equal to OC is equal to OD. All these four parts will be equal to each other. Hence, these are the properties of a square, and square has got maximum number of properties. Okay. Suppose now if I want to recall all the properties about the diagonals, only about the diagonals I just want to recall. What can you say about the diagonals of a parallelogram? They only bisect each other. What about a rectangle? The diagonals of a rectangle, they bisect each other, and at the same time they are equal also. If I talk about a rhombus, then the diagonals bisect each other and they are perpendicular to each other, but they are not equal. When I talk about a square, I say the diagonals bisect each other, they are equal as well as they are perpendicular. So what do you feel? That in a parallelogram, the least number of properties of a diagonal are present, that the diagonals only bisect each other. In a rectangle, along with bisect, they are equal. In a rhombus, along with bisect, they are perpendicular. And in a square, all properties bisect, equal and perpendicular. So suppose in exam, if somebody simply asks you, name two quadrilaterals in which the diagonals bisect each other. So bisect, though, you can just write any two of them out of these four, because in all four of them, the diagonals bisect each other. Whereas if they ask equal, so remember, parallelogram has minimum number of properties, whereas a square has maximum number of properties in it. So what do we say here? That the diagonals are equal. So immediately you can first write square is in any case there, because square has maximum number of properties. Then you recall in which other figure the diagonals are equal. That was a rectangle. Now if I ask name two quadrilaterals in which the diagonals are perpendicular, again maximum properties are there in a square, so square will anyway be there in that answer. Along with that, perpendicular are there in a rhombus. So this is how you just have to remember the properties of all these quadrilaterals. Coming to the angles. Suppose I want to talk about the angles, then what do we do? Opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram. only we say opposite angles are equal. What about in a rectangle? We can say opposite angles are equal, but we have something more than that. What is more? That all four angles are equal. When all four angles are equal, obviously opposite angles are definitely equal, right? And they are all equal to 90 degrees. In a rhombus, again, we say only the opposite angles are equal. Whereas in a square, again we say all four angles are equal. And all four angles are equal to what? They are equal to 90 degrees. Okay. So that is regarding the angles. Similarly, if I talk about the sides, then in a parallelogram we say opposite sides are equal. What about in a rectangle? In a rectangle we again say opposite sides are equal. What about in a rhombus? In a rhombus we say that adjacent sides are also equal, so we can say all four sides are equal. And in a square, again we say all four sides are equal. Okay. So this is regarding the first four quadrilaterals that we talked about. Now suppose I'm left with a trapezium and a kite also. The fifth quadrilateral is a trapezium, and it has got a very simple definition. What is a trapezium? It is actually a quadrilateral in which only one pair of opposite sides is parallel. Like in a parallelogram we say opposite sides, both pair of opposite sides are parallel, but in a trapezium only one pair of opposite sides is parallel, that is AB is parallel to CD. We can't say anything about AD and BC. They may be equal, they may not be equal. And in case if the non-parallel sides, which are the non-parallel sides? AD and BC. If the non-parallel sides are equal, then it is known as an isosceles trapezium. Okay. Otherwise, these two sides may or may not be equal, but if by chance they are equal, then that kind of trapezium is known as an isosceles trapezium. There is no other property in a trapezium, and we simply say it's a quadrilateral in which only one pair of opposite sides is parallel. Next is a kite. Now what is a kite? Kite is again a special type of a quadrilateral in which we say, what can you say about a kite? Tell me. Can I say opposite sides are equal? No. Opposite sides are parallel? No. But what is there? What is there? Here, can I say AD and AB are equal? And these are two adjacent sides of a kite. Similarly, BC and DC are equal. These are also adjacent sides of a kite. So in a kite we say there are two pairs of adjacent sides are equal. Okay, two pairs of adjacent sides are equal. Now what about the angles? If I look at this, these two angles will be equal. Okay. And what about the diagonals? If I talk about the diagonals, this is one diagonal AC, the other diagonal is BD. Do you think, can I say the diagonals bisect each other? No, not each other, but yes, one of the diagonals. Here you can see AO and OC are not equal, but yes, DO and OB are definitely equal. So only one diagonal is bisected by the other. It is bisected by the other diagonal. I mean, both the diagonals do not bisect each other. BD does not bisect AC, but AC bisects BD. It divides BD into two equal parts, BO and OD. Okay, so angle, I just forgot to write the angle. Angle ADC is equal to angle ABC. Again, one pair of opposite angles is equal and only one diagonal is bisected and two pairs of adjacent sides are equal. So these are the some of the properties of 6 main types of quadrilaterals that we have discussed, and now we will write down their properties in detail.